Los libros de crecimiento personal me han cambiado la vida. Voy a hablar en inglés real sobre 3 de mis favoritos. Soy Shandon, profesor nativo de Inglés Británico, y este podcast es para hispanohablantes que quieren entrenar su oído, hablar inglés con seguridad y conseguir mejores trabajos en el Reino Unido. Empecemos. Hello and welcome to this episode of my podcast. This is episode 32 of the podcast. Unsurprisingly, it's not very sunny today in London, where I live. But I'm not going to let the weather affect my mood. So we're going to be in a good mood anyway. In today's episode, I want to speak about personal development, which is something that is very, very important to me. The reason it's important to me is that it's played a big part in my life so far. And it's played a big part in making the person that I am today. Without personal development, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And it's contributed a lot to my success in life, the positive relationships that I have, the positive personal relationships, also great experiences that I've had due to personal development. So as I said, it's very important to me, and I want to speak about personal development today. Over the past 10 years, I've improved myself a lot. I've learned a huge amount, and I've grown a lot as well. Books have played a big part in my growth over the past 10 years and all of the improvements that I've made in my life. Books have changed my life enormously, specifically personal development books and books about improving different parts or different aspects of my life. Because of that, today I want to share with you 3 of the books that have had most positive impact in my life. I'm going to tell you a bit about these books, why I love them, and I'll give you the names in Spanish too, to make sure that you understand. So let's get into it. First, I want to speak about my favorite book of all time. Whenever anybody asks me what's my favorite book, this is the book I always say because it's an incredible book. The book is The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. In Spanish, it's called El Club de las 5 de la mañana. The 5 a.m. Club. It's an amazing book. I love it. It's a book that is a personal development book, but it's written like a story or a novel. It's a story about 2 people. One is an entrepreneur and the other is an artist. And both people are going through a difficult time in their life. Then the 2 people meet a mysterious man who helps them discover the power of a great morning routine and also teaches them lots more about how to live an amazing life. Not just about making money. This is a part of the book. But more importantly, how to create great relationships with the people you love, your family, your friends, those close to you. Also, how to improve your mindset, how to improve your health, and lots more. It's genuinely an incredible book. I read this book, The 5 a.m. Club, for the first time 5 years ago. And actually, I read this book every 6 months. I read it every 6 months because the lessons and the teachings in this book are so powerful. So I want to continuously remind myself of these different learnings. And sometimes when you read a book, you don't remember everything. And sometimes different parts of the book are more relevant than other parts. So it's important to read books more than once, in my opinion. I have the version on Kindle, so the ebook version, the electronic version. I have that version. I also have the physical book in English, and I have the physical book in Spanish, which I bought in Mexico. And I also have the audio book, which I sometimes listen to. But this is the one book that I recommend to everyone. And if you're going to read any book in your life, I would recommend this one. It's amazing. The second book I want to talk about today is also really powerful. This book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it's an amazing book. In Spanish, it would be Los 7 hábitos de la gente altamente efectiva. And the book is by Stephen Covey. I read this book for the first time last year. Actually, I listened to the book last year. I listened to the audio book on Spotify. And actually, I'm reading this book again right now because I want to continue to learn from the book and make sure that I remember and practice all of the teachings from the book. As I said before, I really recommend rereading books. So reading books more than once, because the second time you read a book, you're always going to learn more and reinforce the lessons. The third time you read it, you're going to learn even more. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is an extraordinary book, and it's had a positive impact on so many areas of my life. From the title of the book, it sounds like a book about being efficient, but this isn't the case. This book is actually about something quite different. First of all, it's about how to take control of your own life and time, and how to make the most of your time, focus on your priorities, and only do the things that help you achieve the specific things that you want to in life. So that's the first part of the book, about taking control of your own life. The second part of the book is about your relationships with others and how to create better personal relationships with friends and family, also romantic relationships and relationships at work as well. The book includes lots of great advice on creating better relationships. Also advice on how to communicate better, how to better understand those that you care about, and how to create a better life in general. This is definitely a book I will read many more times in my life because it's so powerful. The third book I want to talk about today is a bit different from the first two. This third book is about health, and it's by a very interesting author called Shawn Stevenson. The book is called Sleep Smarter, or in Spanish, Dormir Inteligentemente. And the book gives you 21 strategies to sleep better, or at least to help you to sleep better. Sleep is a key part of our lives. If we're not rested, it has a negative impact on all areas of our life. It negatively affects our mood, our personal relationships, our communication, the quality of our work, how much energy we have, if we eat healthily or not, and many other things. And so it's vital to improve the quality of your sleep and to make sure that you get enough sleep. Some of the tips in this book include having less light in your room when you go to bed, not eating or drinking too late at night, and also not having technology in your room when you go to bed. So those are 3 books that I really recommend to you to improve your life. There are lots more great books that I've read in my life so far, but these are 3 of my favorites. I hope you'll read them, and if you've already read them, I would love to know what you think. Please leave a comment on this episode or send me a message on social media. I'd love to talk about these books with you. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Gracias por escuchar este episodio de mi diario de Inglés Británico. Quiero contarte sobre Suelta la Lengua Club, mi comunidad para latinos que quieren dejar de bloquearse y empezar a hablar inglés con seguridad. Tenemos sesiones de speaking en vivo por Zoom, práctica con audios y una comunidad donde puedes practicar inglés cada semana. Aprende más sobre el club y únete a través del link que está en la descripción del episodio. Gracias y nos vemos pronto. Bye.